So hello to the world. I'm going to actually share, I was going to potentially share with you a little friend. Where is she? Here she is. So I've spoken about my good friend, Winnie the Pooh, for some time. There she is. Winnie the Cockapoo, looking gorgeous as ever. Any darling? So I'll put her down because she has got a ball. And when that girl's got a ball, you know she's got a ball. Anyway, I digress. So, going live today. Hope you're all doing well, keeping as safe as possibly can be in our current climate. I'm just going to narrate my most recent blog, a blog that actually was published today, which is called Staying Curious Around ESG, Sustainability and the Matrix. So, as always, for those that follow me, they will know that I like to narrate my blogs to try and make them more accessible in different learning styles. And if you don't know me, I'm Gary Turner, founder of Hexo Change, which is all about centering just relationships. And really what we're looking to do that is so that we can actually build a more equitable world. That's the whole point of it. And alongside that, of course, I am working full-time within the chemicals industry. So let me get into it. I'm going to share the blog today. Actually, let me just share one other quick thing. So a very, very exciting event is coming up in less than 3 months' time in the beautiful Dorset countryside in the UK. Joe Homstead and I are co-facilitating, co-holding space at the fantastic, and it was last year, fantastic Human Development Space across the 20th and the 21st of July 2022, maximum of 30 people. We've had the first few people sign up already. And this is really a space just to slow down, reflect, renew, connect to yourself, connect to some new people, connect to some maybe people that you already know, and just really just allow yourselves 48 hours without having to hit the numbers, without having to be busy, busy, busy. And you can see on the screen now the feedback that was offered after last year's inaugural event. So really hoping that you will join us. If you're interested to find out more, you can just type the Human Development Space into Eventbrite and you'll see this link pop up and you'll be able to book directly from there. So do come along. We'd love to invite you in. And yeah, we'll speak to you very soon, I hope, about that. But back to this particular gathering, which is the gathering of me and you. Let's share my screen. Hopefully this all works well this evening. And I will narrate my most recent blog, again, called Staying Curious Around ESG, Sustainability, and the Matrix. So hopefully you can see that. It looks like you can on the screen. So let me get into it. If you have any interest in the current explosion in focus on ESG and sustainability, I strongly invite you to explore Samantha Sapaya's post and Medium article. Again, if you go to hexochangenow.com, you'll be able to find all of the blogs on that particular site, and you'll be able to find this particular blog from today, and it has direct hyperlinks to all of the links I'm going to share with you now. But again, Samantha Sapaya has been my systemic guide for over 18 months now. Incredible thinker, incredible sensor. I've learned so much from her and her crew, the Possible Futures crew. Please do check it out. You'll need to click on the image there with Mad Max, good old Mel Gibson, to take you straight through to Samantha's post. You can also find out more about her and her work on LinkedIn as well. So Samantha is not only one of the most insightful, eloquent, and positively disruptive humans that I've been blessed to get to know over the last few years. She's also, inverted commas, doing the work on the ground. And this is work on the ground in the Philippines of reimagining and seeking to develop possible futures with a crew of game changers. Again, the hyperlink there to the Possible Futures crew is via hexochangenow.com. Not only for her and their communities in the global south, bear this part in mind, yet that is their primary focus, is global south to global south regeneration. But through this focus that they have, she and they are actually working on helping us save ourselves in the global north through pointing to us to decolonize our minds and inviting us to embrace complexity and the critical self-analysis of our own patterns of behavior and colonialism that pops up in our day-to-day language and our day-to-day work. What does this all mean? First of all, let me just put a little bit of a caveat in here. This is me working out loud. I've sure as hell don't have hardly anything figured out. But what I do have is a curiosity, a desire to better understand myself, my role within systems, what I perpetuate, what we collectively in the West perpetuate, and how can we better take down those barriers and take down those patterns that actually not only are damaging those thousands of miles away, but are actually ultimately damaging ourselves. So let me share some real life examples for you where I've been joining some dots in recent weeks and months. So first one here, to know that we are all one and that we all come from love, which I completely believe, and is absolutely true. We are all connected, we are all one, but that does not stop the everyday products that we use or that we buy on the shelves or from local showrooms being part of a deadly supply chain that is literally killing and or oppressing equally valuable humans, equally valuable to you and I, in other parts of the world. Yet my job is directly linked to this. You'll see a theme. Number 2, did you have any idea that the gold necklace that's around your neck or that ring on your finger is part of an incredibly complex network of global systems that may even have a link to genocide and oppression in the West Papua, and even worse, potentially funded by my own pension? Not only potentially, it is. And I recorded some reflections after this realization here in case you're curious. Part 3, can you believe that as I write this post, 2 of my own product ranges that I manage in a day-to-day basis as part of my day job, A, has direct links to developing COVID-19 solutions, which is great, but at the same time has direct links to agrochemical products that are proven to have a negative impact on bee populations. Again, there's a link here to go and have a little look from hexochangenow.com, this blog, to find out more about what I'm saying here. Now, bear in mind what I've just done. I've just openly pointed to 3 reasons that I am contributing, I am complicit as Gary in perpetuating these systems. But I'm also, it's not just my fault, right? It's not just any of our fault that we are where we are, but with an increased level of awareness, we can try and have a different type of conversation, try and wave the flag for new and maybe different and better ways that support all of life and not just the select few, including myself. So this is what the complexity is that I'm talking about, holding space for where we are, where we've been, and where we imagine going concurrently at the same time, not as separate states, and which Sam and now myself are inviting you to explore. I for sure have way more questions than I have answers, but that's the point, right? That's back to this childlike curiosity that we were born with, but we got very quickly socialized out of us. So the matrix is real, right? Yet for me, it's not just a red or a blue pill. There are a million different colored pills. And it is time, I would assert, that we get curious which one you're putting in your mouth every time you make a decision. And it's really hard, ongoing work for me. And I invite you to do this work for yourself. The really odd thing is it's actually very freeing, interesting, and may I even dare say it, quite a bit of fun to start joining these dots systemically, as painful as the realizations are at times. With love and curiosity from me, Gary Turner. And P.S., between drafting this blog about 5 days ago and hitting the publish button, as of today, I had several days of overwhelm. And if you click through this blog at hexochangenow.com, there's a reminder there as to the LinkedIn post that I did around understanding my personal seasons that Sam helped me understand. As I learned more about supremacy culture patterns and how they show up in me, my workplace, and the world at large. More to follow on that. Finally, PPS, if you, watching this now or listening back or watching back, are a Western-based human that is curious to join more of these dots in your own life and or reconnect to yourself, those around you, and systems at large in much more meaningful ways, why not set up a discovery call? Let's connect and find out if we might be a good fit to work together. I'm only taking on 10 clients at any one time. I've got 3 currently as we speak, because I am working full-time in the chemicals industry. It's a job that actually I care about, and it's actually a team that I really care about. But the biggest point is I'm working in a sector that touches every part of humanity, and I want to try and help support and hold space for a different type of narrative from the inside out within our sector, up and downstream over time. And yeah, that's why I'm still there. So I'm curious how that sits with you. How does that land with you? Is it interesting? Are you intrigued? Are you curious? I'd love to find out. Please drop in the comments below, however you're seeing this, whether it's on my LinkedIn Live, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitter. I'd love to learn what you've taken away, what you may challenge, any other thoughts or feelings you may have. around this. I'm not trying to be right. I'm definitely not right, but I've got a boatload of curiosity and people like Sam and possible futures in my world to allow me to sense and see that we are on a very real risk of recolonizing the next level of colonization. And it's not only bad because we're doing that in and of itself, which it is, but it's actually the fact that we take all of us down as a collective human race. That oneness we spoke about earlier on becomes nothingness if we don't turn this stuff around. So that's my thought for today. Let me know what you think. Again, I'd love for you to subscribe if you're open at hexochange.now.com. You'll get direct links, updates from a range of different things I talk about, occasional discounts to events such as the Human Development Space, and other hopefully interesting and thought-provoking content. Again, not about being right, it is about being curious. And yeah, hope you're doing well. Take care for now, all the very best. And just a reminder, Human Development Space, 20th to the 21st of July 2022 in a gorgeous Dorset countryside. Put Human Development Space into your favorite browser and you'll be able to pop up. You'll find the Eventbrite link and Joe and I will look forward to welcoming you then. Take care, keep as safe as you can, and please do think about the centering of these just relationships. Who is being impacted? Who is most harmed by us making every decision that we make every day? Really hard work. I'm working through it continuously, but it does feel to be the right direction of travel. All the very best. Take care. Speak soon. Bye.